Hey, it's your guy Dan here with more tips if you want to be a radio star. Now, the most important thing if you want to be on the radio is your voice, and you have to master your voice. Make sure you develop it, make sure it's clear, engaging, and you have great diction. Also, keep practicing. Practice, practice, practice. As they say, practice makes perfect. Also, make sure to vary your tone to maintain listeners' interest. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is know your audience and understand the demographic that you're trying to work with. For instance, if you're working on an oldies audience, make sure that you create content and tailor that content around its needs and its market. Your third and most important tip is always stay updated. Always be informed about current events, current trends, current topics, and remember, prep is your middle name. Prep is everything when you're on radio, and make sure you know what you're talking about. If you're in a local station, make sure to get out, meet people, engage. And that brings us to tip number 4. Engage. Don't just talk. Build a connection between you and your audience. Maybe it's through storytelling, maybe it's through humor, or maybe it is through interaction. It all helps at the end of the day. And remember to keep listening to everyone, and also keep going out meeting your audience. It could be at the local shop, it could be at the local baker, it could be anywhere. Just keep listening to what people are talking about, and you can reflect that in your tone and in your links when you're on air. And finally, tip number 5 is always be consistent and be professional. Leave all your personal problems outside the door of the radio station. Nobody wants to know about them, but they do want to know about you. Your job is to inform and entertain. And we mentioned it before, prep is your middle name. We said it before, we'll say it again. Prep will get you everywhere when you're working on radio. Your job, as always, is to connect with people. Listen to what they say, whether it's by text, whether it's by phone calls, or whether it's online through your socials. It is all very, very, very important. And also, it's important to say that you must handle with composure anything that happens unexpectedly when you're on air. For instance, something that happens to lots of people working on air is their on-air computer goes down. Make sure you got a backup disk full of music to get you through until your on-air computer system is back up and ready to go. Make sure it always is flawless. It may not look flawless, but your job is to make it flawless. One bonus tip I can give you is to network all the time. Always be ready to move to the next gig. Talk to everyone you know on the phone, online, whether it's a PD, program director, or indeed the station owner. And if there's one tip above all, any budding DJ should know, is never say no to anything, regardless of what the job is. If it's working overnight, working a weekend, maybe it's an unpaid job, it could move your career forward. So there, 5 top tips for you to get ahead in radio, and a couple of bonus tips too. If you're involved in radio at any stage, maybe you're working in hospital radio, community radio, or maybe you're working online, or maybe you're working on the big FM stations, do let us know what you think. If you've got any tips and advice, do let us know as well. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and do subscribe, because it helps more people find our channel. I'm Dan. We'll talk soon. Have a great day.